everyone. I'm Donna Bush with your CIG television news brief on this Monday, the 25th of September. Well, last week we shared details with you on what happens next with the STEPS 2023 National Health Survey, which closed in early September. The last time the survey was conducted was back in 2012. Well, today we hear from Chief Medical Officer Dr. Nick Gent about the aim of the survey and who made it all possible.
I think it's important to highlight the purpose of this survey. It's about non-communicable diseases, and these are probably the most important things that's affecting the life, the quality of life, and the length of life of people in Cayman. Especially things like diet, exercise, the knock-ons through diabetes, hypertension, other forms of heart disease. We really need to characterise that properly because we've got a major planning exercise which is utterly dependent on all of this information. So now having got that information which is truly representative of the Cayman Islands, we can progress forward now with confidence that we'll be planning the right things for all of us who live here. There's a lot of people that's been involved in the planning, giving advice around this, designing the survey, getting the sampling size, training the enumerators themselves who've been slogging around the islands into people's homes, visiting the nurses who've been visiting people early morning to do the blood samples. But most importantly of all, great thanks to obviously everybody who's made it possible, but a special thanks to all the people who've been visited and given their time, completed the surveys, and especially those who've offered their fingers and had the blood prick test done.
Now the team is busy collecting everything, preparing to dive into the data analysis stage, which is next. The goal of Deputy Governor, the Honorable Frans Manderson, is to build a world-class civil service, and great customer service is at the heart of this aim. At the moment, the Cayman Islands government is celebrating an overall customer satisfaction rating of 93%, gained from 1 million of your responses received through the Happy or Not customer service feedback terminals. Currently set up at 36 heavily customer-facing locations across Grand Cayman and Cayman Brac, the terminals provide a quick way for customers to record whether they're happy or not with the service they received during an interaction with a government entity. The Happy or Not kiosks were first introduced back in 2018 as a way of continually gauging customer satisfaction and as a way to monitor the outcome of our customer service improvement efforts. The initiative was tied to the civil service's efforts to deliver an outstanding customer experience, one of the goals of the 5-year strategic plan. Currently, 17 departments representing 10 ministries or portfolios have terminals. The milestone of 1 million responses was recorded on the 23rd of July, and Deputy Governor Frans Manderson has taken note. Look into the future, Deputy Governor Manderson said, quote, "The predominantly positive responses show we are headed in the right direction. However, the presence of negative responses showing less than happy customers indicates that there's still room for improvement." Vogue calls Caymanian designer Jawara Elaine's 2024 season collection cutting edge, a captivating ode to the Cayman Islands on the world stage. Major fashion journalists, media personalities, and other luminaries converged to watch the designer's independent debut recently at London Fashion Week. The beach business runway show was set beneath a giant installation piece fashioned as a ship's mast and sail. The sail referenced an abstract of Elaine's signature, hand-painted by local artist Stefan Langlois. Now, a small Cayman Islands government contingent, including UK Representative Dr. Tasha Ebanks-Garcia and Minister responsible for Youth, Heritage and Culture, the Honorable Bernie Bush, were in attendance. 2 Caymanian models also took to the runway in Elaine's collections. Now, the designer explained, quote, "We wanted to expose as many local creatives to the industry to give them training and real-world experiences so they can see firsthand what the industry is actually like," end quote. Now, the Ministries of Youth, Culture and Heritage and the Ministry and Department of Tourism were official sponsors for the season collection. Minister the Honorable Kenneth Bryan was unable to attend the show, but said Jawara is a shining example of what can be achieved when we dare to dream and pursue our passions with unwavering determination. Moving now to our weather forecast for tonight, it calls for an 80% chance of rainfall. Scattered thunder showers along with moderate southeasterly winds and seas will continue across the Cayman Islands area. For the next 24 hours, it's all due to an upper level low pressure system that's over the Western Caribbean. Heavy rainfall tonight with support possibly flooding in low-lying areas. Now seas will be slight to moderate with wave heights of 2 to 4 feet. The 2-day outlook through to Wednesday afternoon is for similar weather conditions as that wave moves out over the Western Caribbean region. Now remember, you can find the latest on local weather conditions online at weather.gov.ky, or you can check out their Facebook page. That's it for today's news brief here on CIG Television. To our YouTube viewers, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for all key government updates. I'm Donna Bush. Have a wonderful night.
Seek the latest, accurate information on COVID-19 only from official sources at gov.ky/coronavirus.
I'm Jody Ann Fowry. I'm the Police Media Officer with the RCIPS, and I'm here to give you some crime prevention tips on how to best protect your property. The first thing that we want to discuss is our points of entries. Let's start with the front door, and then we'll move on to the windows and the back doors or sliding glass doors. The first thing to consider is the front door. This particular front door has 2 deadbolt locks. One of these deadbolt locks are properly carpentered and the other is not. When your door is properly locked, you'll hear a click at the end and the deadbolts are not able to move. If it is slightly opened, then you can push the deadbolt back without having any restrictions. I'll now proceed to show you what your lock should look like when it is properly locked. When it comes to your windows, you want to make sure that your window is locked all the way down, because even though the lock is on, if it's not all the way down, it can still be pried. The proper way to lock the window is to make sure that the window goes all the way down to the seal and then you pull across the lock. When you have a sliding glass door at home, you want to make sure that you have secondary locking devices in addition to the lock that comes with the door. One of those can be a simple piece of wood that's jamming the doorway. We want to encourage you to ensure that you don't make things easy for burglars who are looking for opportunities to break into property by leaving your property out in plain view. Some of these items are your car keys, your electronics, and your handbags. Make sure that you put these properties away when you're leaving the house or when you're going to bed. When you're going camping or if you're taking your family on a trip, you want to ensure that your property has some sign of life. This can be done by leaving a light on or putting timers on your lights. And we want to ensure that our family homes are safe. In order to do so, we encourage that people take the proper precautions by starting up neighborhood watches or encouraging family members or persons they trust to check on their properties while they're away.